Well, hello everybody. It is the end of winter break, and I'm just deciding that I'm going to do a little bit of a ramble stream. Got no voice, got a cold over the break, and still fighting it off. So we're going to see. I got a Shadowdark character to make and a couple other things to talk about. But right now, I am going to try to get my sweet live link so that I can share this with everybody. Let's see what we got here. And I'll cancel that. So we're just going to share this out with folks. Copy that link. And I'll put this out for people and see if anybody shows up. Why not, right? General live streaming. And we'll put it out on Blue Sky. Why not? Right? What the heck? We'll see. The problem when you don't pre-schedule it, you can't just get all this links ahead of time. It's a pain in the neck. And making Shadowdark characters. All right, there we go. Hey, Watcher DM's here. Hey, what's up you doing? And Twisted Mage is here. Howdy. Howdy, folks. How are you guys? Are popping in while I'm just sending out my stream links. Thanks for hopping in. I am Watcher. I got a cold and I got no voice, but I'm going to try to do this. And Twice Dead Mage, how are you? I am Twice Dead Mage. You'd be interested in this because you're one of the people who's taken part in the 31 characters in 31 days challenge for on my Discord. And if you'd like to get on the Discord, you can become a coffee contributor of this page and you get access to that. And you can join the challenge too. But I'm working ahead of my 31-day challenge, and I'm up to Shadowdark. And the reason why I'm working ahead is because I got Paige in the middle of the month and I'm going to lose a week basically there. So we'll see what happens. Do I have any class in mind? I do not. And hey, Jason, how are you? Good to see you. I shouldn't be clicking on that. I should be clicking on this. There we go. There's Jason. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? I don't have a class in mind. We're going to see. We're going to roll and see what happens. So let's get to the screen share over here. And I don't have my chat on here, which I don't like. I'm going to keep an eye on it over there. I'm going to figure that out in a second. But we're going to just do a 3d6 straight down the line. And I start out with a 14. So that's good for a start. That'll be the last good thing that I have. And to talk a little bit about what I got coming up in the... Oh, no. So I rolled... Oh, crud. I should have hit reroll. Sorry. I shouldn't try to multitask. That's better. More like me. There's a nice 9. We'll do that for intelligence. Not playing a wizard. I want to talk a little bit about what I got coming up on the channel. Should be fun. I'm behind the challenge. I got a last chance college test tomorrow, so it'll drop 3 PCs on Tuesday. Sounds good to me. I love the characters you're making so far, and that you did Troika today, right? Which was kind of fun. And while I'm at it, why don't I put up a chat window so that people can actually see what everybody's saying while we're doing this? If I can remember where the thing is. I do believe that it is in one of the apps and widgets. Chat box. There we go. Add that to the scene, and we'll just move that over here. And we'll move it down, and we'll shrink it so people can still see the dice. There we go. Now people can actually see what's going on. I think that's kind of fun. And hopefully I won't move it around. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be a wizard. I could be a fighter. We will see. And that should be fun. And this might be a very good example of why I am writing my recording my video for tomorrow on the channel. But let's re-roll this here. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to work out for me. Yeah, we'll just give him that nice 8 dexterity. This is going to be fun. Oh, I guess I should. That's for the modifier. Overly simple sheets, not overly simple sheets, but just very simple sheets. I'm thinking that I need to have it like into the odd to where I have. Oh no, I can lose stuff. Let's re-roll. And we'll put the modifiers in when I get done. Oh gosh, yes, this is this is definitely going to be a clunky fighter. Yeah. So with that roll, let me explain to what I'm doing for my video tomorrow. Now, I have my Star Trek Adventures review written. It needs serious editing because it's 4,200 words at present. I probably should cut a lot out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut what I can out of it to try to get it much more streamlined. There's so many widgets in Star Trek Adventures that um I just wanted to go over all of them, and there's some that I probably shouldn't have to go in or shouldn't have to put in for review to get you the general gist of things. But if you watch my channel at all, you realize the reason why I write my reviews the way I do is so that when I eventually bring it to the table, I can watch my review and remember how to play the game. So I have that done. But for tomorrow, because I've been doing this character challenge, I am going to be recording a video and hopefully editing and getting it up on the channel tomorrow, about things I have learned from having a dice curse and roll on the table, case in point. And this all got triggered by my Dragonbane character as I was going through my different character setups. And in Dragonbane, you roll 46 and drop the lowest. My Dragonbane character has a 3 charisma. I rolled 4 ones. And then Chris, I think it was Chris over on my Discord, very helpfully went and did the statistics on it and figured out that that was a 0.077% chance of happening. So that was great. So yeah, I was like, well, I have to talk about things I've learned from having a dice curse. Twisted Mage, you're making your own system? I like it. I do like simplistic sheets. I really do. I was confused because I've been getting ready to run Into the Odd for Page. And you can lose your ability scores in Page, and that's one of the ways that you die. That is the way that you die. So my brain was over there, but that's slashes for the modifier. So let's go. Yeah, 3 in charisma. Yeah, he's not a nice character. And if you're on my Discord, you can see that character. It goes live soon. Oh, this is a little better. I get another 14. 14 Constitution. So he's slow, but has a little bit of a bonus to his hit points. So that's good. Let's re-roll that. We'll get our charisma up. And what are we calling that? Crack die or a 5? Crack die. So 10. Okay. All right, let's get the modifiers up. It uses the 5e modifier, so I always get confused. My brain doesn't think right. So the 14 is going to be a +2. Ooh, a +2 in Shadowdark. I don't have the 5e modifiers memorized because I grew up BX and that's ingrained in my head. I don't even have the AD&D modifiers memorized. BX is stuck in my head. 9 intelligence, that's going to be a -1. 8 -1. 10 is 0. 4 -3. Not going to be doing a lot of wisdom saving throws with this one. Constitution is a +2, and then a charisma is 0. Okay. That sounds good. So I guess right off the bat, we just know this is a fighter. There's nothing else this guy can do. It might be fun to make him a thief with an 8 dexterity and a 4 wisdom and a 9 intelligence. It would definitely work as a character concept. We'll just lean into the fighting concept right there. So let's see what ancestry should we have. So I'm just using the base. I've got a dwarf, elf, goblin, and half-orc. The elf is right out. This is not an elf. I mean, we're still like elves and Shadowdark are still kind of Tolkien-esque elves, and this is definitely not going to work. That I could do a dwarf because +2 hit points. You know what? We're going to dwarf ancestry. Not stratting. roll hit points with advantage. That sounds good to me. And I know Dwarvish and Common. Kind of cool. So we'll put that down there. Very good. Okay. What, we're not going to 3d6 down the line? I did do 3d6 down the line. That's how I ended up with that. As I'm pointing at my screen. That's how I ended up with a 14-9. I went across the line. So, yeah. So yes, that's how I ended up with that. But this is Shadowdark modifier, so that's what we're going into. So, okay. So I am definitely going dwarf. I guess I could have gone halfling or human, but I just think dwarf. This guy's got +2 constitution. I'm min-maxing a little bit. It's not typically my thing. But if all he can do is attempt to hit things with swords, you might as well give him something beefy. So let's take a look at the fighter class here. Sorry, I don't have the book up on the thing for you. So it's 1d8 per level, but I roll with advantage. So I'm just going to roll 2d8 and we'll take the bigger one. So 5 plus 4, because +2 for Constitution, +2 is the dwarf. We're going to 9 out of 9, baby. There we go. Sounds good to me. Yeah. And grit, choose strength or dexterity. You have advantage on attacks of that type to overcome an opposing force. So here's a question for chat. I can try to overcome dexterity and go for the inside straight, and give grit in dexterity, which would mean that he could actually roll, like maybe he's really clumsy, but he's lucky. And so he could roll with advantage on like dexterity checks, even though he's got a -1 modifier, which could be kind of fun. Or we could just completely lean into no, see door, bash through door. What are you guys thinking on that one? I'll wait for everybody to at least leave a comment, because I know you're about 15 seconds behind me. So I'm going to take a sip. And while you are figuring that out, I am going to roll my class ability to start. I roll an 8. An 8 is +2 to strength, dexterity, or constitution stat. Oh boy. So now I got 2 questions for you. This is just fun. All right. I don't know what I want to do, because I can get him up to a 10 and then give him advantage in dex, or I can put the strength up to 16. Oh man. Get a +3. Oh, I kind of like that too. You know what? We're going to balance this out. I'm not listening to you guys. So, sorry. I should listen to you guys, but what do you guys think? I think maybe your strength is stronger and better in trying to patch up your deficiencies. I'm not necessarily trying to patch up deficiencies. I'm trying to make him interesting. So I'm going to boost. So I rolled 2d6. So I'm going to boost my strength and go to +3. So you think that I should just roll into all strength checks with advantage? I mean, he definitely would be a one-trick pony at that point. But I kind of like the idea of him being a clumsy oaf who is lucky, which would just be hysterical to play. Like that would be a character that I would like to play. Definitely not optimized. It is sub-optimized. I will definitely go with that. But with that 16 strength, he can really beat on some things, and just, the dragon breathes fire on him and he trips over a rock and it goes over his head and it just singes his nose hair. Like that seems to be something that I would really, really find hysterical. It would be funny. Now, read this. I'm going to read this to you. So I'm going to put that up so people can see what we're talking about too. Where's my mouse? There it is. Lucky but clumsy. That would be funny. Hey, Matthew. Hey, I've been enjoying your unboxings lately. I'm sorry I haven't been able to comment. I really need to go back and watch some of them. Lucky but funny would be cool. So here's the thing. You have advantage on checks of that type to overcome an opposing force. So I'm assuming that dex checks to avoid damage would be an opposing force. At least that's how I'm reading it. So I am going to do that. I'm going to go grit, advantage on dex checks. There we go. There's something about that would be interesting to me. That seems like a rather cool character. And then weapon mastery, choose one type of weapon such as long swords. We could give him the sword, but he's just a brute of a guy, so we're going to give him let's give him a weapon mastery with a mace. Maces and like mace type clubbing weapons. This guy just wants to pound things into submission. I'm not a very happy camper today because the Eagles had an opportunity to get the 2 seed dropped into their laps, and they decided they were going to play Kevin Patulu football. So that was great. We don't like our offensive coordinator, and I should be kinder, but it's football, and it's all part of the fun. So there we go with that. So I got my fighter weapon mastery advantage of that. Oh, plus not advantage, +1 to attack and damage. Sorry, +1. There we go. Yay! I haven't made a Shadowdark character in a while, so this is kind of fun actually. Okay, so definitely interesting. Add your Constitution modifier if positive to your gear slots. Holy crow! That's just awesome. This guy is a tank and a half. We're gonna go background really quick, and then we're gonna start doing. This is just gonna be fun. So D20 for background. 15. No, I'm re-rolling that. A ranger. This guy has never been a ranger, ever. 13. Oh yes. Yes. This guy was an alkalite and failed out, like flunked out. Like, how awesome is that? I think that's great. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him a neutral character because he's not really a bad dude. He's just kind of doesn't quite get things right. And we're gonna make him a follower of Saint Taragnus. He's the lawful god. Not Therapins. Go away. There you go. Stop helping me out. I think that's so he's neutral. He just doesn't quite get it. He's not a bad dude, but he just doesn't get it. And his family shipped him to the monastery because maybe he was like the 4th son or something, and he just maybe he lit like the priest on fire or something. Like he like the abbot of the monastery, he lit him on fire. It's like, you know what, this might not be for you. Take this mace, which is what he learned at the monastery, and go beat things up for a living. And that's what he did. I kind of like that. That makes me happy there. As I'm sniffing, sorry guys. Fighter titles, he is a warrior. This is can someone run a Shadowdark game for me just so I can play this character right now? Because that would be absolutely hysterical. I mean, how cool would that be? Yet not bright enough to be chaotic or lawful. He's just hanging around. I think, Mage, you got it. Where's my mouse? There it is. I want to highlight that for everybody to see. That is exactly who this character is. He's not as intelligent as Crawley from Good Omens either, though. I never did watch the second season of that. I love the book. That's what I read first. Alrighty then. Starting gear. Your AC is 10 plus your dexterity modifier. So he starts at 9 before he gets any. Or no. Yeah, 9. Ascending AC. Received a membership. Hey, Ear Trumpet, thank you for hanging out, man. And DM Knucklebones, how are you? I'm going to put on the link to my Discord in my post pages. And if you want to hang out with us over in the Discord, you are more than welcome to do that. And check out the 31 characters in 31 days challenge, which is what I'm doing this for today. So we all start with 2d6 times 5 gold. So let's see what we got for gold. 2d6 times 5. I got 40 gold. No, 5, 20 gold. I can do math. Yay. I got 20 gold. That's something. Let's see what we got here for. All right. I need to get him armor. He needs armor bad. So, and all he can afford is leather armor. It takes half his gold. Oh my gosh. Leather armor. There we go. AC is 11 plus dex mod, so he goes back to 10. This is too good. Okay. And we said he wanted to have a mace, so I'm going to give him a mace. That's 5 gold. I'll put an attack down there. Mace. So he gets plus 4 hit and damage. Plus 4 hit and damage. Range is basically going to be close in 1d6. There we go. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, he can also punch things, right? Type is M, which is melee. So basically, we're going to give him a backpack. But he's starting out essentially looking for someone to hire him because he's got nothing. And we'll give him a torch, 2 torches. Takes up 2 slots for 2 torches. Not torch. There we go. Take another gold piece down. He's saving the rest for being at the bar. Hey Zarian, how are you? We got Pink Unicorn. Okay. How many characters has he made so far? How many characters have I made so far? This is the first tonight. I think I've made 12 characters for the thing so far. Which is kind of fun. Let's see what you. Yeah, my ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Over the Christmas holidays, I bought the Shadowdark PDF library. I never see it at all in the game stores, despite it seeing regularly on the internet. I am so sorry that you don't see Shadowdark. I hope that Kelsey gets some Australian distribution because it's such a fun game. And Justin is here. Justin and I are both ready for the Christmas break to end. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done at this point. I want to see my starting gear. So what do we I always forget? You can number equal to your strength stat or 10. So I can actually carry because I get my constitution as a bonus. I can carry 18 items. Wow. I'm just going to write down there. Or no, here I'll just do it this way. This is better. Just put X's there, and that way I know that I can't use those 2, but I can use, and I'll do capital X's. Why not? There we go. Maybe more than 1 X? Why not? There we go. So I can't use those 2 slots, but this guy can just carry everything. What's their name? Well, I gotta figure out what their name is gonna be. Hey, Dave, how are you? And Bjorn celebrates 5 months of membership. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Um, and Dave's here, and Justin's here, and Watcher's here, and Matthew's only made 1 character so far, and it turned out to be a thief always, right? Shadowdark feels like going to a bakery and getting bacon bread. It's just nice and filling. It really is. It's very nice. That's okay. Hey, you can pop on if you want. I got time. We can talk about Ocean Incident, which is what I was going to go to next. All right, guys, give me a name. So this is a dwarf fighter with a 16 strength, an 8 dexterity, but he's got advantage on dex checks, which is great. Trumpet, you don't have to keep doing this. Thank you so much. And thank you for the forgetful DM for hanging out with us tonight. And I'm going to put that link in the Discord or in the I'll put a members only post on my community page on my channel. So if you guys want to come on to Discord, you can. Actually, I think you can see the post, and my last one might have been the members only link for Discord. It might not be live anymore. I might do that while I'm here on stream with all of you, not see the link. So if you want to jump in and hang out and see all the characters people are putting up, you got one person who's doing nothing but index card RPG. Thorfinn the Bulky. I like, a Thorfinn is just a good name for this, for, going all Tolkien. Actually, no, Thorfinn isn't Thorfinn from Ghosts? Which is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters, although I think Sass is my favorite character on Ghost. The Bulky. Gorg MacLucky. I'm splitting the difference, Jason. We're going Thorfinn MacLucky. Because that has to be. That absolutely has to be. All right, let's save as here. We're going to put this in my thingamabobber. See on my character sheets. You can see, you'll be able to see on my character sheets beforehand. There's my 2026 challenge. Here's the characters I have worked on so far for this. Oh, and Dave's on. Give me a second here, Dave. I'll put you on the stream. All right, so there's Thorfinn MacLucky. That's someone run Shadowdark for me, so I want to see him. Now my dice curse, this guy's getting killed anyway, but I want to see him try to live because he was lucky until he encountered me. Let's add Dave to the scene. He should just pop up. Oh no, not here. Hold on, Dave. Let's go to one guest. You should pop up when I add you here. There's Dave. Hey, Dave. Oh, you're muted. I got no sound. I'll run Shadowdark anytime. Watcher, you know what? When Page is over, when I get into like February, I'm really going to be looking to get in a game to play. I heard hiss. Yes, there you are. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So glad you could pop on. I know you were watching a show.
Oh, we finished just as I messaged you. If you want him to survive, you really should just let me play him.
It really does seem like a character you would play. It does. This is basically Dave's character. But did you see what I did with the grit? Because for a fighter, like you get a grip, you get advantage on either strength or dexterity. And I'm just like, no, I want him to be like a bumbling fool who just somehow always survives. So I gave him the advantage on dex checks instead of the strength checks. He's got a +3 in strength. An advantage on a strength check, he would even I would have trouble following that. Watcher, are you on my Discord? You're on Dave's Discord, right?
He's on mine.
All right. So Watcher, if you're not on my Discord, on Dave's Discord, let's talk because I would love to do this. But Dave's here. So Dave, I actually have over there. No, there. I don't know which direction I'm pointing. There. No, over there. There we go. in the corner underneath Dave, is that's a link to the backer kit that is going to be coming on in February. And what do you like? You want to describe what our backer kit is? Because this is our
Uh,
backer kit.
it's yeah, I mean, it's a, sci-fi adventure. It's for Xenotopia, which I still haven't found a partner yet. We're still looking for a partner.
Okay,
Um, but, the thought process is that you back both campaigns, and you'll get something beneficial on our campaign because you
cool.
backed the other one. But it's a sci-fi adventure about, uh a horror sci-fi adventure.
The
The
genre
first
I don't like, I wrote an adventure for.
and it's actually a pretty good adventure. I've
Well,
run it a
thank
couple
you.
times.
I think at this point you might have run it more than I have.
I've 4 times?
Yeah, I've only run it 3. I want to run it some more. But I need to get the dark space version of it started so I can go.
Yeah.
A silent partner or talkative partner. Eric's in the chat. We know he's here. So anyway, that backer kit is going to go live in
February.
February, and that link there is to get notified. We have a really modest goal of $700. Dave has done a fantastic, like Dave's done all the work.
I
Um,
didn't write it, you did. That's the
you've
work.
you've done all the work. Um, so I have to go through and finish the editing because I wrote this for me, which means like things like complete sentences and proper English grammar or things that are second. Oh, Dave's here. Hey, Dave. Um, or like second considerations. So I know what I was trying to say, and most of it is actually English, but I'm going through to fix that stuff up, to really clean up the language. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. So this will be my first published adventure.
Yep,
So
and I'm publishing it.
and Dave did a great layout. And you put out money to get artwork even before we decided we were putting it on backer
I
kit.
did, yeah, because I was planning on publishing it anyways.
So
So,
here's for folks who are friends with Dave. Dave designs things like does interior layouts for fun because he
I
would like it to be his job, and he's good at he should this should be his job. I'm talking to the audience. I'm not ignoring you. So Dave, this should be your job because you're really good. And so he does things for fun. So like he's working on stuff, and like people are like, "Hey, do you want to consider doing this?" And Dave's like, "Here," and like this product is 90% done. And so he had run Ocean Incident for Crit last year, 2 different systems, right?
yeah,
And
no, I just ran it for index card.
was it just on Discard?
Yeah.
I thought you ran it for Nuts,
I've run it for nuts, but not for crit.
not for Crit. Okay. And so I was looking at it, I was like, Dave, should we publish this? And Dave went, here. And he sent me an email or a Discord message with the PDF of the layout already done.
It wasn't
Um,
fully done, but yeah.
it was 90% done, uh, which was cool. So I was like, okay, I guess we're doing this. Let's do this. So Dave has put out some of his cash to get some art done for some of the creatures that I invented, that Dave's tweaked.
Yeah, I would
And
love to make a couple of our stretch goals so we can get some character art for the, pre-gens.
yes, because that was all stock art that I bought, not AI from TTRP or from Drive Through. Um, so we do need to work on that. I need to work on getting the character
Is
concept
stock art though,
shifted.
so we could use it if need be?
Um, I don't know what the license is.
Oh,
It would
yeah,
not be
okay,
licensed for commercial. I have to go back and look.
okay.
So yeah, so that was kind of fun. But it's got a fun, kooky cast of characters. It's the sci-fi setting for Index Card RPG Master Edition is basically Farscape. There's living starships. People get snatched up into them because they're trying to like stop the universe from imploding. And so basically your crew has been you wake up on one of these living ships and like here's your insertion procedure and here's your mission objectives. And you're like, what? like, oh, you've been recruited. And so you have to go through this station and survive and get back out again. And pretty cool. Is it live right now? No, Watcher. It's going to go live in February. It's that link
February.
on the screen is for the sign up to be notified. So sign up to be notified. I think we have 43 now.
Wait.
Of course, one of them is you and one of them is me.
I think
It
you've been
just let
keeping a
you
better
back
eye
it.
on it than me.
It just said he let him back it.
It shouldn't be live. Why is
It's,
it live?
I didn't touch it. What the heck?
I didn't turn it on.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I don't think I can.
Oh no.
I have to find out
I didn't touch it.
what's going on. It wasn't supposed to start until
February.
it wasn't supposed to start until January.
I don't know. I just looked 10 minutes ago and it was on the
Estimated launch date was February 1st, 9 a.m. They launched it early. Hold on. I got to take a look at the Discord, see if some other people are having this problem.
I mean, I just went to go get the live key. Could I have made it live by accident? I don't see how. Because I just went to go get the key to make it, like the key to for the what do you call it, page?
I'm
The
gonna
sign
check
up
other.
page.
I'm checking other people's. Why is mine live?
That's not good. I hope I didn't screw that up, Dave.
You can't screw it up.
I can screw it up.
I don't
You
think
gave
you
me
have
access to
access
see
to
it.
it.
You gave me access
Yeah,
to see it.
I have you as a manager.
So I shouldn't be able to make it go live. That's
You
kind of
shouldn't.
fun. Maybe the person who backed it is from the future.
Oh man, this is a problem. This
That's
is a
not.
big problem.
Can we pause the launch? That's really weird.
It wasn't. It wasn't scheduled till February 1st.
I I have no idea. We'll track down back.
2/1, 2026, 9 a.m. That's what it's scheduled for.
So why on earth would it go live?
Total
Doesn't
of
make.
2 pledges.
We already got 2 pledges. Well, that's not good. Launching in 27 days. What the heck?
It's pre-launch view project.
How did it
Why
go?
is it live? Why is it
Did I
live?
put the wrong link on?
No.
All I did was copy the share link.
Yeah, you put the wrong link on.
Did I?
Yes.
I copied the share link. I'll change it. So we got. That doesn't make any sense though. Why would that?
But it's not supposed to be live yet. Why
No,
is it live?
I copied the share link. That should go to the share thing. I don't know. This is not good.
No, because we're part of I wasn't expecting project status is in draft.
So how is it live? How are people making teaser pages public? Launch party is disabled. Estimated launch date. Request a review. I'm very confused.
Um,
Because I wasn't even logged into backer kit when I did it on my
It
browser
pops
here.
up. Why is it doing that? I'll email them right now.
It just made it live by accident.
I don't know.
It still says launching in 28 days. It's
Uh,
so weird. All right,
incognito window.
I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this link to it to where I know it goes to the page. Or to the what
While
do you
I
call it?
figure out what's going on.
That doesn't make any sense. All right. Somebody scan that thing,
No,
make sure, see if it
that's
goes.
weird. Okay, so it is in draft mode.
But how do we get two
You were
pledges?
because you gave the link out.
Okay, well I put it to the reference page. I put the share link. I thought that was what the share link
Because
was.
I'm in incognito mode, and when I click on the the yeah, no, the share link is so people can look at it prior to make sure it's
Sorry guys. I just put the link for the page on to go to the sign up thing. So no, we're not. So we're ahead of the curve, Dave. We have a pre pack.
yeah, I hadn't even set up some stuff. So I appreciate who
That was did who did the back? Who did that?
I'm checking. I can check. It was Watcher.
Was it Watcher? I mean, Watcher, if you want to cancel your pledge until Dave gets everything set up, like just go ahead and do that. With my apologies. Good grief, Dave.
I don't even know how you did it.
All I did was copy the link.
It should go to
It should go to the sign up page or notification page.
yeah.
I don't know. Watcher, I'll cancel it and back it later. Thanks, man. That was crazy.
It doesn't say it's live. It says it's in draft mode.
It's in draft mode.
So
That's so nuts. Sorry, guys. That was fun. It's all he did. He just copied the link, Dave. I did. I copied the link. I copied the wrong link, apparently.
apparently. All right.
So,
That's fine.
so anyway, Dave, the good news is we know we have friends who actually want to back it.
Ah. All right.
Oh dear. That's great. Sorry. I totally screwed that up. So I feel like Han Solo. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. They told me they fixed it. So bad. So anyway, so we're doing the ocean incident. We're trying to get we want to get character art. We want to get it plainly says enter ocean and don't look back. Well, we looked back, dang it. So plus don't copy links off your friends. I, I clicked on a malicious link myself. It's my own malicious link.
Because when I get to the Xenotopia thing, it sends it to
It's going to the referral link.
well, yeah, when I'm a incognito mode, it does.
Cool. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's just what you needed right now. Friends don't let friends wear friends' haircuts. I'm confused. All right. So, what do we got coming up 2 weeks from now?
Page.
So Dave's going to be at Page as a vendor.
Yep.
So what are you going to have on sale at Page?
We are going to have Shadowman's Hint. We are going to have Dread maps. He's going to bring some maps, so we're going to have some
Yay.
maps. We're going to have Peter from Pear Tree Studios is bringing some of his Savage World adventures.
Oh, he's going to bring in Scooby Doo stuff?
No, that stuff's not ready.
Yeah, I want the Scooby Doo stuff. Okay, cool.
and and then I'm bringing Ironbound and Easy D6 for Grimwood City for Easy D6.
And you have a really cool backdrop.
I do. I thought so.
It looks very cool. So Dave's gonna have a vendor. Are you running the booth the whole time, or are Dreadmaps and Jason's dropping in?
Um, they're gonna help a little bit, and I also have another friend who's coming just to help with the booth
Okay,
because
cool.
I wanted to make sure I had at least somebody because I have roughly 2 hours on Friday and 2 hours on Saturday that I can't run the booth because I'm running Ironbound and I'm running Playbound.
Okay,
So, um, I wanted to make sure somebody was there to help me.
that's a good idea.
So,
And then I'll be there, and I'm apparently running the interview booth now.
oh really?
Yes.
When were you told that?
Last week. So I knew I was in the interview booth. But we were kind of waiting on schedule, and it's if anybody's never tried to run a large event like a gaming convention, there's a lot of moving parts, and the things that are not necessarily like in like your kind of tunnel vision view of what you're good at, they tend to get shoved to the wayside. So we knew we wanted an interview booth, and we knew we had people set to do the interviews, but we didn't have a schedule, and so that's what I'm working on, first off scheduling the interviewers, and then I'm now I got to work through the list of special guests for the ones that were like, we definitely want to give you an invite to the interview booth, please come. So that's what I'm doing this week, like during my free time. um Going to that, and then next year I think I'll probably end up running it from the jump. I'm a little nervous by this because I haven't seen the computer yet that we're using. I know that there's going to be a new one, so at least it won't have like, the age laggy on it. um and we are using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 as the camera.
Okay, well that's good.
Well, we needed something that was like, flip it on and it works. Go.
You
Uh,
using OBS, do you know?
no, no, they use Restream.
They use Restream.
I know they are going to try to use OB. Like I've somehow gotten involved in the technical things for that. They're going to try to use not OBS. Well, wait. Yes, they're using OBS and the virtual cam to send stuff to Discord uh, for the auction.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not going to paid, you can get a virtual ticket and actually still bid on stuff from the auction. And there's some really cool stuff. And no, I am not running live streaming off of Windows 3.1.1 for work groups. No, no.
No, come on.
NetBUI can rot in the digital abyss. I never want to see it ever again. Ever. I don't want to have to look up WINS
You
addresses.
don't miss DirectX?
No, I was out of Windows by the time DirectX hit. I guess I got it a little bit, but by the time they were like, "Hey, you can, control everything from this web application that you put no security checks in," I was already running Linux at that point, so I was gone. I guess what was that? ActiveX was their controls for that.
Mhm.
Whereas like people were running ActiveX like viruses that would like
Mhm.
transform into like Excel macros that people would run, and it would like take over their computer. Oh, the fun times of the early internet when people didn't realize that their computers were connected to the world. Yeah, that was fun. No, I don't miss Windows networking at all.
I was
Not at
literally
all.
going to message you tomorrow to see if you wanted to, hang out with me on stream and do a Monsters and Margaritas.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you
make
freak.
superheroes. I'm gonna
I
make
would like to
superheroes.
make superheroes. I don't have
Well, supervillains actually, but yeah.
play journal. I I don't I don't get softer unless I get to modify my auto exit back and config, says Pius. Dude, there was a hockey game that I could not get to work with my sound card for the life of me.
Oh
It took
god,
me
there was
for
all kinds of games that I
oh, it
couldn't
was
get.
terrible. Make sure you
Oh my
set your interrupts so the camera and mic don't have conflicts. That's exactly what was going on. I think my controller and the sound card were having a DMA conflict. Oh my gosh, I do not
god.
want to go back there.
I it was
Never.
horrible.
I never want to go back there. That was
Universal compatibility is so much better.
yeah. Yeah. So much nicer. So
It
much
is.
nicer. Um of course I did try to get the streaming computer to be a Mac and I was vetoed. I'm like, just get a MacBook Air, please. Just turn it on and it works and you don't have to do anything. And I got vetoed. So it will be a Windows PC that we're streaming from. I enjoyed it oddly. Well, back when I had time, it was fun to try to like mess with things. Like it was fun to go back and write and like try to hack my modem script so I could get, the full 28.8 speed on the download. Um I remember writing batch files to adjust RAM depending on if I needed to run Lotus 123 for DOS. Yep, the bad old days. Um yeah, so it was fun when I had time for it. Like I loved running Linux for a while and eventually I got tired of having to compile my video editor.
I mean, I remember that I was one of the first people to have a um a dial-up connection.
Were you?
Mhm.
I had
In in Maine at least.
so I got my senior year in college, I got a 14.4 modem. Um that could be software upgraded to 28.8. I think that was it. Or maybe I think I got my 28.8 modem later and software upgraded that to 56K. But anyway, so I was in one of the on-campus apartments that year. And so I had dial up. I was like, I want to try this out. I'm going to go on AOL. So I went on AOL. I played Star Wars Galaxies over dial up. Oh gosh, Skillum.
I had
That
a
that
9600
that just sounds
BPS.
painful. I well, I'm not. I'll talk about my first modem experience, which was a 2400 baud. So I got I had AOL online in my apartment, and of course, it's like pick up the phone and you lose the connection. You only have 5 hours a month, and so we're all, I'm trying to constantly to make sure that people aren't doing it so I can check my email. And my second semester senior year, which was I graduated in 96, was when our whole campus, like all the main buildings got wired for internet. So the computer labs were on internet. We had Mosaic on things. I was downloading like the Defiant technical manual and printing it out on the printer, not realizing it was 90 pages. Um I still have that somewhere too. And so but over in the library, you had to do another thing because it wasn't on Ethernet. They had oh, just click on this little app Trumpet. And they dialed it up and I'm looking at it. I'm realizing that's an on-campus extension. So in the library, they hadn't run hardlines over there yet. So they were just basically doing dial-up access into the
Mhm.
into the campus. I'm like, okay. How do I get Trumpet? I looked down and I was like, I think it was like 4 megs or something. I'm like, how am I going to get this onto my machine? Because this is, for folks who don't know, this is pre-jump drives. I did not have access to a zip drive. I had my 3.5-inch floppy, and and I had to figure out a way to get that big file. It was like 4 megabytes, big file, right, onto my 3.5-inch floppy because I couldn't let it download that long back in my apartment. So I went to the guy who ran the computer lab. I was like, hey, is there any way to get an exe file and span it across multiple things? Oh yeah, here, this Slice app. So he helped me download Trumpet and put it on the
Mhm.
on like 4 floppies. I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And I took it back to my dorm and I installed it on my PC and trumpeted it in and figured out how to dial into the extension, and I had dial-up access to the campus's internet access my senior year. I was the first person in the dorm, aside from people who worked for the computer department, who had internet in his dorm room. Because I basically hacked it. It was fun. Was this pre-Stone tablets too? No. But I did get a 2828 or 28 8 baud modem, and then I upgraded to 56K. I could download a whole 5K a second. Holy crow. Oh man, Skillum, you're good, man. Go. You hacked the system. I hacked. It does count as a hack. Although I did have legitimate access to it. So I hacked the method of getting in. It was fun. Yeah, drive safe, Skillum. So that was my getting on the internet story from my dorm room. Then I canceled AOL because I didn't need it anymore.
I had internet before AOL came popular.
Did you really?
Yeah, because there was a local person who decided that in their closet they were going to run a internet provider. So I literally had so I literally found out that this person was running an internet provider and signed up with them. I was their second customer. Um and literally I had paid for it with my own money, and my parents got so upset with me when they found out that it would tie up the phone line.
Oh,
But it was fun. Oh, did I lose you?
how much did you pay a month and how many hours did you get?
It was unlimited
Wow.
because I was their second customer, so they didn't have any worries about like overdoing it.
Okay.
Um, and uh, they later changed it so you did limit it, but they kept me at unlimited. Um, it was $29, I think, something like that.
29. Whoa. But
Yeah, like
he was also the only deal in town, right?
only deal in town. We're talking Maine. AOL did not come
Like they
to
had
Maine.
no numbers. Oh gosh, you remember like AOL? Used to have to like pick a number and have to like
Uh
find
huh.
one that wasn't busy because all the
Yep.
modems were in use. Here's King Eric flashing his war games cred. Back in my day, we had to put the phone receiver into the receptacle. So fun times. So anyway, Dave's going to be a page. We will
I
not
am.
be using modems. Well, at least not dial-up modems. And you'll be selling Ironbound.
I will be. Yeah.
Yee, which should be. Do you remember Text Adventures on the PC? Oh yeah, I had a
Oh
text
yeah.
adventure for my TRS 80, like going into a pyramid that I never figured out how to survive.
I never finished the Hitchhiker's Guide one. I wanted to.
I didn't have that one.
I couldn't figure out how to use it
I had
half
to
the
load
time.
it off a tape deck. You hear like the NASA sounds. It was so much fun. Do any of you know Adrift? You can download people's text adventures and make your own. You know what? I have heard of that. Um, Chris, I have heard of that one. You can create your own text adventures.
Yep.
I've never had time to check it out, but I always thought that would be interesting.
I don't
And
have
like the
time.
isn't like the original Zork you can download, it's like shareware
Yeah,
now.
you can. It's shareware.
So fun times. Um, and then we got this backer kit that I started early.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just absolutely terrible. So
Uh
I should not do things late at night.
and then I'm gonna do the monsters in Margarita tomorrow. So
Yeah, I'll
if
see if I'm free. I don't know if I will be because it's
okay.
first day back to school and it might be like nightmare crazy.
I'm
So,
not doing it till 8:30, but yeah.
all right, well, we'll see. My
So
wife might we might open a bottle of wine and watch one of our cheesy holiday movies to celebrate life
Totally
getting back to
understandable.
normal. Um, this is what we do for fun over the holidays. Except we were sick half the time this year, so we didn't do as
You
much
were
as we
sick,
normally do.
yeah.
I was sick the whole holiday system was awful. Um, and then in February, we got to get EcclesiaCon going. So you will be at EcclesiaCon.
I will.
You've
I've
got
already
your
requested the time.
you've got that booth off, which is great. Apple II Plus. I miss my Apple II Plus. Um, so that should be good.
And
So I got that
I'm also
going.
going to TotalCon in February.
Where's that?
It's in Massachusetts.
Is that's not the one in Marlboro, right?
Uh no, I think it's Milford,
Okay.
but I could be wrong because I'm going to both of those.
Gotcha. Is Neil
Uh
going with you?
this is in Marlboro, Mass.
That is in Marlboro? Okay.
Yeah.
So fun
Uh,
fact, I pastored a church there for 2 years. Not in Mount Marlboro, but in Westboro, which is right next to it.
and then what do I have going on after that? I have nothing in March except my birthday, so that's good.
Yay.
And then in April, I have which con is in April?
Not
I have
mine
too
this year.
I have too many cons. Um, is it Carnage Con?
I'm back. What did I miss? Other than me pre-launching the backer kit by accident.
No, you just shared the demo. That's all. No, that's in
Da, da,
October.
da, da, da.
If it's not Carnage Con, it's Phoenix. Maybe it's Phoenix
Phoenix
Rising.
is up there. Yep. That should be fun. Are you
Yeah,
dragging Neil
Phoenix.
out with you to any of those?
I think Neil's going, but I wasn't dragging him.
Okay, cool. I'm going to LinkCon. It's a con for copying links correctly. Thanks, Eric. We'll just put this here. No, the problem was not that I copied the link incorrectly. The problem was that I copied the incorrect link. That's what it
You
was.
copy the link that's not supposed to be available to the public yet.
Yes, but there's nothing. All it says is like it literally says copy this link to share.
Yeah, but that's you're looking at the beta page. You have to go to the teaser page and share that one.
I was very confused. So I screwed it up. I was there for that.
I'm
What did I?
hoping it. Yeah.
Why did that happen? Because I copied the wrong link. Got to go. See you, Jason.
See you in about a week, Jason.
See you at Page. I'm looking forward to that. I get to see a lot of people in person this year at Page, which should be fun.
I just hope I have time.
What do you mean?
I'll be at a booth most of the day. Most of the day.
Well, make sure you guys are taking breaks and making sure that you are saying, okay, I'm out here, you're out there. You got to get to the con a little bit. Said the person I'm going to be chained to the Shadowdark event the entire time. That in the
Exactly. Yeah.
interview booth. So we are more alike than different. So, yep, that should be fun.
And then Mass Pause. I'm hoping to start that Kickstarter in
I have to get to work writing that adventure.
October.
I had the structure. I just have to figure out how to write for it. Mass Pause looks fun.
I'm hoping.
Well,
I
I love the
I
idea
haven't
that
really tested it that
I
well.
love that it's all team based.
It is. It's all team based.
So
It's
it's
also the one that's more popular between the two that I'm working on, which I find funny because Monsters of Midnight has a way more interesting mechanic.
well, it does, but Mass Pause is so it's light and fluffy.
Mhm.
I think people really need light and fluffy when we're kidnapping foreign leaders. Did you get anything cool for Christmas? Well, I got a bunch of dice from my daughter. I got you can't really see it on here. I got from the same company. It was like a gift bag, and I got a couple pins. So I got a Rainbow D20 and a GameCube Mimic pin, which I'll probably have with me at Page. What else did I get? Oh, and my daughter got me Coriolis the Great Dark. And my wife and I did not give each other gifts this year because we're going to Disney and we're trying to save money. How about you, Dave? Did you get anything interesting?
We're saving money too, so we really didn't give gifts. But my son insisted on my wife was purchasing me dice, and he happened to see this like little plastic cave like structure that has like a gate in it. So it's like a prison for dice, and you can click it on, and it has a green light that shines down on the dice to indicate that it's in prison.
Okay.
So he got me that.
I like that.
He was thrilled about that. I don't
That's
use
awesome.
that type of stuff, but
You're not a dice jail guy?
I'm not a dice jail guy.
Well, my dice curse hits everybody, so I have people with dice and dice jails all the time. And Mage, that's pretty bad. I can't that would be like, oh no. I sent her the entirety of the notes from the previous year instead of my own. That would be an oops. That's not good.
Oh,
Hmm.
I did I ever tell you what happened to me in college?
No.
So, I was going for computer science, and I'm a person who was just working by myself most of the time.
Okay.
Our final project in one of our classes, we had to work with a partner. I really didn't want to, but the professor made me.
Yeah.
Come the person gave out our code just without me knowing and told me just before we started class. I interrupted class so I could talk to the professor, told him about it, and then he said, "Well, you cheated. You're failed." And because I had like 6 classes with this professor, the rules of the school was that he could fail me from every one of his courses, and he did.
Because your partner screwed something up and you outed him?
Yep.
You didn't cheat?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Did you appeal that one?
I did, and then they sent my appeal letter to the dorm room, which I was no longer attending.
Oh,
So I
great.
had no idea that the meeting actually had took place.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Dang, that's awful.
yeah, it was crap.
So what'd you have to do? Retake all those classes?
I didn't finish school.
You didn't finish school because of it?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
totally.
Just because some
It
absolute
was it
jerk
was my
screwed you
it
over?
was my first year. I only had 8 courses. I was in 6 of his.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
I'm literally speechless.
So,
That is one of the worst things I've ever heard academically ever heard happen to somebody.
yeah, it wasn't fun.
Because some creep screwed you over.
Yep.
And you
All
got and you
all because I was being forced to work with someone.
and yeah, like you didn't even want to work with them in the first place.
And here's the funny thing, I did 95% of that code.
Well, of course you did.
So, it was
Um,
not it soured me for school for a long time.
I can imagine. No, that's not good. Not fair, not good, don't like it. Now we really need to get you into this game design gig so this can be you can have a good gig.
But, let's see
I
what
don't like
else.
that. That's a terrible story.
Oh, no, no, it's a horrible story. What sucks even more is the school sent my appeals letter to my dorm room, which I was kicked out of school. So why would they send it to my dorm room and not my house?
Because they didn't want to actually have you at the appeal.
Right.
Yeah. Good. That's awful.
Yeah.
What school was this? They deserve to be outed.
University of Maine at Farmington.
Okay. You done Dave dirty. Not good. So,
I only found out that I had an actual appeal thing because my cousin was going and she was president of the student council, so she found out like the day of that they were running the appeals because the student council is part of the appeals process.
right.
So
That's ridiculous.
yeah,
That's just not. Screw that. That would put me off for school forever if something like that happened to me.
yeah,
But you kept learning, so
oh,
that's
yeah.
good.
I'm always a learner. Can't grow if you don't learn.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people are just like, screw it, doesn't matter. I'm not doing that. You're like, no, I still want to learn. That's who I am. So, oh, another cool project you have going on. You're
Which
doing
one?
you're doing a layout for one of my favorite games.
Streamline superheroes.
Yes.
That layout's done.
It's quite nice. We won't
Um,
give it away because I don't want to steal John's thunder, but it's quite nice.
it's and I also am going to work on his next book laying out, and I did the logo for him.
The logo looks very nice too. He shared that. You could share that if you want to put it up.
Uh, do, do, do.
So for folks who don't know, John Fredericks from Sharp Mountain Games um, started doing a writing adventures for. It wasn't even for basic fantasy or old school essentials. I think it was for Labyrinth Lord. And so he's got, if you look, you can find it on Drive Through RPG. Sharp Mountain Games, John Fredericks. He has one called the Dwarven Pickup Truck, which is an absolute amazing adventure because you're trying to track down the lost pickup truck that's flying on 4 floating discs that one of the one of the dwarf kids, or dwarf mine owners' kids lost on a joyride. So that's kind of fun. But he's also written uh, systems now. So his first one was Streamlined Superheroes, which is one of my favorite for a pick up and run because you can literally make a character in 2 minutes and just
Oh yeah,
be off going. And you can narrate it however you want. Like it is perfect for like a pickup. I literally played it in the airport on the way home from Game Con. So he did that, and so he's also got one for sci-fi, and he's got this one coming out, Many Worlds, which looks nice. Here, I'll solo it so people can see it. There we go. So John had been working on a logo for Many Worlds, and he's now shared this publicly on like Facebook. So I don't worry about stealing his thunder here. And so Dave kind of tweaked it. I think chose a really cool font because I love the way that the peak of the W goes above the two
hmm
sides of it. So that looks really, really cool, and added the fractal lightning behind it. So really cool stuff. And so he's helping John out, which makes me happy. Let's hear what's going on with Twisted Mage. So my first year was college was during COVID. I'm sorry. Classmates cheated all year long. I had some notes from previous students. It turns out one of my classmates had the test. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot,
college
shoot.
life,
The
the RPG,
RPG by
right?
Grimwood Games. Oh, gosh. I don't want to live through that. Mage, man, that would be awful. Ugh, I just I don't understand. Like, and I'm old man yelling at clouds, but even like I was a senior in college, and and also I was in the humanities because I was doing a theology major. But I remember walking through the dorm like my senior year and having one first year student complain, like, they want me to read books. I don't read. And I was just so annoyed. It's like, why are you like, why are you wasting time and money for this
Yeah,
sociological thing just to keep you out of the workforce for 4 years? Like, stop doing this because you're making it worse for everybody. So if you don't want to do the work, don't go to college. College is about learning how to think. So, but now we just do AI for everything. Ugh. With the exception of politicians, most cheaters get caught. And politicians don't because they make all the rules. So suddenly it's not cheating anymore. We just use the
Change the
loopholes that we
rules.
invented. And we just and put the loopholes in and did that. So,
Yeah,
like can't sentence me because I'm running for president.
right.
Right. That made sense. Um not that I'm upset about that travesty. So, yeah, I'm losing my voice now. So, it was fun. So I got to make a Shadowdark character. That was awesome. Got 2 more folks who can hop in on the Discord. I'm gonna make sure that I put that on a, post on the YouTube channel's community page. So look for that because it'll go out to all the members. And if you want to get on the Discord, become a coffee contributor, and you can hang out with some fun folks on the Discord because the DM Tales Discord is really, 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 really low. It's like it's it's not, I don't want to say low energy 'cause it makes it seem bad. It is not like you have to keep up with it 24/7 or you'll miss something. Like a lot of bigger Discord are. Like you
Yeah,
just
that's
like you always have to check
that's
on it.
because you keep it to the coffee control.
And or people who play with me.
Right.
So it's a very small community, it's growing. I think we have like 80 members now. A lot of lurkers, but the folks who are involved in it, it's a really good group of people who are they like sharing things. They like sharing new things that they find. They love talking about ideas for games. And there's always folks around who are trying to recruit for a game or two, which is a lot of fun. So if you want to hang out, come on over because it's very nice. And Tales from Elsewhere is busy as hell. Yeah, well, that's because anytime you say wounds, somebody joins TFE's Discord. I think that's a rule, right? So,
You have about 80 people.
yeah, I was about to say I'm about 80, right?
Yeah. I'm
So
at
that
about
makes me happy.
150
83
on mine.
members. 83. And because I keep it private, we don't have bot problems, which is nice.
Yeah,
So
I
if you want
haven't
to join
had a
that,
bot problem since I've turned on e-capture.
yeah, if I ever have to go public or ever want to go public, I'm going to have you work through putting that on for me because the bots are
'Cause
getting bad. They're
it
getting
is.
bad. So, yep. But become a coffee contributor, hang out in the Discord, and do some cool stuff. So, and I'm tired and I'm losing my voice. And I put out the wrong link for Backer Kit.
It's alright.
It's not all right. Dumb.
We caught it.
We did catch it. We'll see what happens. But so go to that link. There we go. I figured it out. Go to that link over there. There we go. And you can sign up to be notified, which is what I should have had.
Mhm.
I'm not a good person. So, and go to page if you're going to be in the area. Should be fun. You
I'm
got
gonna
anything? What do you got?
no come visit me tomorrow if you want, people.
I'm going to try. I'll see what
Um,
happens.
because I'm gonna sit here and make supervillains for mass pause. So
I like making supervillains. It's fun. I will drink
yeah,
tea with honey. So
yeah. I don't have stats. It's weird for me.
it's all narrative, man. It's all narrative.
I have one stat, which is uh edge. What did I call it? I called it edge defense because it's the number of success edges you have to get before that particular first villain is disabled somehow.
Yes,
So
could be good. I listen. I'm excited to try this game out. So because I loved reading it. I think it's so short. It just works really well. So very, very excited to try it. So, and who doesn't want to play an anthropomorphic animal superhero?
Yeah,
It's a
and
great thing.
the character creation's like 2 minutes long. It's super short.
I have gotten to the point where I really want to just play um, fast games. So, man, I'm losing my voice, but I want to talk about this. So, statless systems. So he does have a stat, and there are ways to regulate how the conflict happens,
And players have stats.
and players have stats. So it's just a very different way of handling the villains. So
Villains have no stats, really.
because players are doing all the roles.
Correct. Yep.
So that's kind of what happens with that. And Scrat and I backed Dave into that corner. So I'm very proud of
Yes, you
myself
did.
for that. Very proud of myself. So good. All right, Dave. So you're doing margaritas tomorrow night.
Monsters and margaritas. I'll be drinking margaritas and making villains.
That should be a good time. That's over on Dave's channel. Please, and here's the thing: everybody who's watching, all 4 people and who watch later, I want Dave to get big boost in YouTube numbers this year. So go subscribe to Dave's channel. Grimwood Games.
Dread is an interesting stat
I've
list
never
system.
played Dread because I knocked the thing down on the first play, and that wouldn't be
I
fun.
think maybe we should try on that page then, because it's really fun.
If it's there, we can play. Somebody could run it at Ecclesia.
I'll bring a Jenga thing. We'll just play.
We can play it at EcclesiaCon. That'd be fun. Should be a good time. So go over to Dave's channel tomorrow, do Monsters and Margaritas, and maybe I'll be there if I'm free. So, and it has been a long holiday break, and now I get to go back to work and and rest, which doesn't seem right, but it's the longest holiday break you can possibly get, and we're ready for the kids to go back to school. Love them dearly. Need some
I'm ready
structure.
for mine to go.
It need to go back to school. So, and I need to go to bed. So you all have a wonderful night, and until we see each other again, happy playing, everyone.